In this video, we are doing a realistic day inside the life of a realtor. So join me, I'm gonna take you along throughout my day as I make different stops, do different things, and kind of show you what it's like to be a real estate agent. And I'm also a team leader. So you'll see a little bit of that stuff as well, some of the meetings I go through, and then we're gonna dive into some calls so you can see me make some cold dials, all that kind of stuff. So let's dive right in. Okay, so first stop of the day, what I'm doing is I'm going to the sign company and I'm gonna go pick up some of my signs that I just purchased because we actually just changed brokerages. So I moved my team, the Alpine Group, over to Real Brokerage from EXP. So we decided to make a move. So far it's been very positive, and I'm super excited about it. But we had to get all new signs, we had to get all new branding, and we actually changed our logo color to like a baby blue, like light blue instead of the gold that we had before. So I had to get all of our signs redone. So I'm heading to the sign company now, and I'm gonna stop at Dunkin' and get myself a green tea. So we are at stop number 2. We are at the Canon Sign Company. We're gonna check out these signs and see how they came out. So let's take a look here and put everything up. Alright, so we are just getting to the office and I'm gonna start taking some of my signs out, doing my thing, and getting set up for the day. Alright, so I'm gonna head in with these and then I'm gonna take you inside, show you some of these signs, and then we're gonna get into the rest of the day. So we're gonna be doing some different things, like we have a partner call with somebody that's interested in joining Real. We also have some prospecting to do, and I have some stuff to do as far as my real estate team. We have our team meeting tomorrow, so I have some things to do as far as management goes and getting ready for that. So I'm gonna start heading in with some of these signs, then I'm gonna take you in and we'll get rolling with the day. Oh, and by the way, these signs are the new signs. Really cool. I think they look good. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go for it. Okay, so just getting inside. This is actually our team office. We moved in here about 6 months ago, and so far it's been really good. So with brokerages that are cloud-based, you typically don't get office space. So we knew we had to get office space before we moved our team, because we always come in, we do a lot of work in here. So we ended up picking up this office. It's nice to have a headquarters where you can kind of come, work, get a lot of stuff done. And this is where it all happens. So we have room for about 8 agents in here. Right now we currently have 6, including myself, plus a TC, so about 7 agents that are on the Alpine Group. And our goal this year is to do about 20 to 25 million in sales, hopefully 30 million. We'll see what happens. This year has been really unique as far as the market and the way things have been happening. So we're trying to push through that, kind of shift our strategy and, you know, kind of focus on getting more listings. We have a ton of buyers right now. In total, I think we have, plus we had 2 more, so about 50 to 60 buyers out looking right now for houses. And you know, it's just a battle to get offers accepted, because there's people out there with cash offers, there's people out there that are waiving inspections, waiving mortgage contingencies, and you know, just not everybody's willing to do that. So as a buyer's agent right now, you really have to work hard to get an offer accepted, and it can take some time. So we're kind of shifting to prospecting for listings using RedX, using some of the tools inside of Chime that I really like. So if you want to check them out, there is an affiliate link down below where you can get different deals and discounts, and they will do a free demo with you with the Chime team. But all in all, we are just kind of pushing through this market. Definitely different times that we're in, but we got to be positive. You wake up every day and you move the ball forward. So today you're going to see me doing a lot of prospecting calls, and that's just to move the ball forward. So I'm trying to get listings. I'm working to call buyers to get those buyers handed off to the agents on my team. We do have buyers agents, and when I get a lot of the buyers, I end up setting up consultations and then handing those buyers off to the buyers agents that go out there and help them get into a home. So what I'm going to do right now before I have my next appointment is I'm just going to kind of work on getting some of these signs put together. So I have to get these guys onto these posts. These are for our open houses. So, you just stick these in the ground. The more you have, typically the better, because it's just visibility and the neighbors tend to see it. You might get them to come to your open house, and it's another way to grab listing inventory. So definitely a good thing. So I'm going to start putting these on now, and then we're going to roll into the rest of the day. Okay, so many people ask, what kind of things should you use as a realtor day to day? So I kind of put together this bag, and I take this anywhere I go. So this bag has basically everything that I need inside of it throughout the day of being a real estate agent. So I have a couple of important things that I'm going to show you guys. When you're getting going, or this could just be a handy thing for you to build out. The very first thing is a laptop to do work on the go wherever you want to go. Of course, I always have my iPhone on me, so I can connect anytime, put together deals, put together contracts, get onto Zoom meetings. So this is important to have. Definitely get something you can do. Now, to be honest, I really don't like laptops. I like the regular computer that's behind me much better, but I'm not always in the office. I'm not always here. So it's not like I can just jump on that anytime. Having this in a bag in your car makes a big difference. The next thing I keep is a notepad, so I can write down notes on the go. These are really good to keep around. Pen and paper, just write things down, and you can even use it as a checklist. Sometimes I'll use it as a checklist throughout the day just to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. There's a lot of things going on. I'm managing the team. I'm also doing my own business. I have, the YouTube channel that you're watching. I have a lot of things going on. We also have a marketing shop, so I have to keep organized and I have to keep on track to be able to get things done throughout the day and make sure that I'm actually doing all the things I need to be doing. So having this as a real estate agent and just making sure you stay on track is a big deal. The next thing I carry, now this is a little old school, this is a mouse pad, and you might be wondering, why a mouse pad? Doesn't your keyboard on here have a built-in mouse? Well, yeah, it does, but I hate it. Like I said, I'm kind of old school. I like the computer behind me much better. So I bring a mouse pad, and I've used this in the car before too. And I bring, you're going to laugh at this one. This one's really good. So I bring a charger, of course, and I bring a mouse. So I have an actual old school mouse in here that I bring around with me. It's tangled up in my charger right now. But I do have a mouse in here, and everything is all tangled up, of course, but I do have one. There it is, right here. So I got an old school mouse with a wire on it. Now, this is kind of crazy, I know, but again, it's old school. I like it. You don't have to play with batteries, none of that stuff. It's cool. I'm a big fan of old school. Plug it in, and it's going to work every single time. Good old reliable. Of course, I have a charger. Things are going to die. That's normal. And then the last but not least, one of my favorite things is this guy right here. And I've actually had a lot of people on my team grab this. This is a great headset. And this is great for prospecting. So it's all Bluetooth. You put this thing on, and you can just dial away. So I plug into RedX, or I'll plug into Chime, and I just dial and dial and dial and dial until I get connections. This right here edits out some of the background noise, so it's super clear. And that's important when you're cold calling or calling leads, because these people, they don't know who you are. And if it sounds like staticky or, not clear, that's just another reason for them to hang up. So you want to make the best use of your time. And then once you put this thing on, you're locked in. Put this here, and you just sit there and dial for 2 hours. And if you do that day after day, it's going to make such a big difference in your business. And that's what's helped me a lot. So I do have a guide down below. It's a free training, which kind of explains how I build out my real estate pipelines. So what I'll do is I'll get on this thing, and then I'll dial. You'll see me do this later. And then I'll put those people into those pipelines, and then I'll follow up, and then they become a listing. So one of those people just became a listing. I just scheduled it for 11 a.m. on Friday, and they're going to list their house. They're going to buy a house. So overall, that's going to be about $1 million in GCI. But that's just somebody that was in one of my pipelines that I followed up with and I kept in touch with. And over time, they call you up and say, hey, I want to list my house, or hey, I want to buy the house. The key is staying on top of them, because not all leads are going to be ready to go right now. And having a system that works in the back end for you while you're working hard makes all the difference. So check that training out below. It's a complete free training. It's a video that you can opt into, and you can just kind of check out how I built my pipeline for my real estate team and how that's working right now. So this headset is definitely a game changer. If you're into prospecting or you're trying to grow your business, this is a great investment. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. So again, super cool. I love it. So yeah, drop it down in the comment section below and let me know what kind of tools that you use in your real estate business on a day-to-day basis. Like, I want to know what things that you use. Another thing that I do use actually is that machine right there. This thing is really cool. What it does is it actually makes booklets. So I have like a buyer presentation, a seller presentation. What I'll do is I'll print that out. That will make a nice booklet, and it binds it all together, and it makes a really nice presentation that I can take on my consultations. So definitely getting one of those is a big deal. But again, all this stuff is cheap. It's not expensive. And, I would definitely grab these things, build yourself a bag that you can, carry around with you, and you can kind of work anywhere you go. So you can work in coffee shops, you can work at home, you can work at home inspections. Like if you're just sitting there, it's on the sell side, and, you have nothing to do, and you have 2 or 3 hours to sit there, you can pull your bag out and start working. So definitely recommend it. Okay, so I just booked a buyer consultation, and this is for tomorrow. So what I'm going to do now is get some prep stuff ready. I got my buyer guide. I'm going to put some other paperwork together so we can go in there and crush this buyer appointment. So essentially what I do with the buyer appointments is I will book the appointment. I'll get one of my agent partners to come in and be a buyer's agent, but I'll go to the appointment. I'll go through all the questions, find out what they're looking for, set expectations of what we do, how we operate, all that kind of stuff. I'll have them sign an agency agreement saying they're going to work with us exclusively, and then I will go through our buyer consultation booklet to go through the entire process so they know exactly what to expect, and then I let them take that booklet home with us. So this is the booklet here. I'm just going to do some quick editing work because we just moved over to Reel, so I'm going to add some of those logos to it, and then we should be good to go. So I'm going to do that right now, and then I'm going to print it out and then use our machine that I was telling you about a little bit earlier to bind it and make it look really awesome. So let me dive into that right now. Okay, so this is kind of the finished product. This is what it comes out like. There are some really cool pages in here. And, we use this on every buyer's consultation we do. So you have things like, an agent introduction. We have a complete home outline of like what to expect in the process. So like this right here is a really cool page. It's a roadmap that they get to go through and kind of see what it's like to go through the journey of buying a house. Really like this one. Getting pre-approved, some of the things to expect with your lender. Our recommended lenders that we usually recommend, a house hunting checklist. I usually pull this out and leave this on the side. That way I can take notes and then put it in their file inside a Chime. So I know exactly what they're looking for, and I can always go back to this. It's also very interactive when you're going through it, talking to them and kind of figuring out what they're looking for. It's a good way to build a relationship and rapport. This is a house hunting checklist, basically some things that we're going to do on our end to start working with them. Here's some guidance on making an offer. So it goes into all the details on some of the things when you make an offer and some of the things that the sellers are going to consider. This is important as well. So you set expectations, especially in a challenging market like this. Mortgage mistakes to avoid. So this is going to help them from blowing up the deal once you put all the hard work in and find them something. You don't want that, so make sure you go over that with them. Home inspections, some different kind of inspections that they can get and what to expect during those inspections. Recommended home inspectors, who we recommend. Closing day, what things to do. Get homeowners insurance, review the closing disclosure, transfer utilities. Utility providers, who are they? And their numbers to call them. Final walkthrough, everything that they need to do checklist wise to do their final walkthrough. And last but not least, some information about you and a contact page. So I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna put this into a binding and you're gonna be able to see exactly how it looks. So this is a really good template. I love it. You know, it's fully editable in Canva. And if you want to get a copy of it, there's a link down below in the description where you can get yours. That's how it looks all done. You take this booklet to your next buyer consultation. Really love it. It's really great. I'm gonna put a couple more things together, basically just like Rhode Island agency stuff, and then we're gonna go to our buyer consultation tomorrow and sign on a new buyer. So that's how it works. You know, you want to prospect, set the consultation, and then get them in, get them committed, get them ready, and then take them out, show them houses, and get them under contract. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump onto my meeting right now with somebody that's interested in partnering over at Real Brokerage. So I'm going to tell them a little bit more about it, our experience there, the things we like, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to dive into that right now, and then we're going to hit some calls.
Hey Chris, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, okay.
Okay, awesome. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you, man?
Doing great, doing great. So yeah, thanks for booking the call.
Yeah, of course. I've been in real estate for a little bit now, but just have a lot of questions and don't know where to go. Looking for some direction.
Yeah. Glad to help for sure. So what video brought you here? I'm just curious.
Well, I was doing some research yesterday on real estate and stuff, so it kind of landed on one of your videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was just searching like day-to-day stuff on how to be a realtor and how to pass the exams and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, awesome. So you're not licensed yet, you're just trying to become licensed and get going?
I am doing my research right now.
Oh, cool. All right, awesome. Where are you from?
Nevada.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, that's really cool. So yeah, what questions do you have? What are you looking to do? You know, I'm definitely here to help.
For my research, I couldn't find like a day-to-day video of what a realtor actually does. Like, there's no video about how to do a cold call, or like, oh hey, I'm doing this many cold calls today, or I'm doing this many door knocks today, or there's nothing like what their day looks like, you know? Like, oh, today I'm doing calls, or tomorrow I'm doing, you know, closing a sale or showing a house, right? Like, I don't see those kind of videos on YouTube yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I start.
Yeah. I'm actually shooting one of those right now. Believe it or not. I am. Right as we speak, I'm shooting one. I just did all that stuff. I'm working on it today, so it's kind of like a day in the life of a realtor video. Yeah, I'm putting one together right now. So that's.
Well, like, I don't want to see like the gym stuff. You know, like, people post like what they do, like, oh, they go to the gym, morning routine, and all that. Like, I don't care about that stuff. I care about the actual job itself.
Yes. So you're just trying to figure out like what to expect.
Correct.
What I would do is this is what I would do if I were you. I would go on Zillow and look up the agents on Zillow, and there's going to be a lot of agents on there that are paying for leads. So look for the top teams that have the top reviews, and then I would just get their numbers and call each one of them and say, hey, look, I'm a new real estate guy. I'm looking to shadow somebody maybe a day or two a week, you know. And even if you do it for free for a couple weeks, and at least you'll see what they do every day, and you'll get a better idea if you like it or if you don't like it.
Okay.
And you know, you might get some people that say no, like they're like, I don't have time for this, blah blah blah. But I would call like 10 or 15 of them. You're gonna get someone that's nice enough to say yes, because we've all been there. You know, we've all been starting and we know what it's like. So some people might be kind of rude and say no. That's just how they are. But some people are gonna say yes.
Okay, fair, yeah, okay. So that's a good idea. Okay, so just go on Zillow and find the top people and start calling them and work my way down the list.
Yeah, and just ask them if you can shadow them. Just say, hey, look, I don't want to take anything from you. I just want to see if this is for me. Maybe we can connect and see if it's a good idea. So if you have capital, like money to invest into this to get started, I would say warm leads are better. Okay, so we are gonna wrap the day up. I'm gonna jump on my headset and get some prospecting done. So I'm gonna call some of the ABC leads in my Chime system. I use this system to kind of just organize my leads. So ABC are people that I talked to in the past that might have some interest of moving, doing some things. So hopefully I can get some of them on the phone, and you can hear some of these conversations as I have them in real time before I wrap up for the rest of the day. Hey, is this Jennifer? Hey Jennifer, this is Chris with the Alpine Group. Do you remember us talking a couple months back? You had signed into our website. You were looking at some real estate in Rhode Island, and I just wanted to. Oh, okay. You put it on hold for now. Oh, okay. Cool. I just I just wanted to check in and make sure we weren't dropping the ball on our end. Are you going to be looking in like a couple months from now, or are you going to put it on hold for longer than that? Longer. Okay. Do you want me to check in with you in like 6 months to a year? Okay, all right. Do you have my information? Okay, perfect. All right, Jennifer, you have a good day, okay? All right, bye-bye. Hey, is this Lola? Hey, is this Lola? This is Chris with the Alpine Group. How you doing today? You talked to us maybe I'd probably say about a year ago, and last time we spoke you had mentioned that you had interest in buying a house, but you weren't quite ready, and you wanted me to follow back up with you in like 9 months or so. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check in and see how you were doing. I haven't talked to you in almost like a year, so I just wanted to kind of touch base and see if you found anything or if you were still kind of looking around. Okay, all right. So did you like put it on pause for now? Hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Hi. This is Chris. Remember me? We spoke last year. This is Chris with the Alpine Group. You said you and your son were looking for a house. I remember Chris Lynch. We spoke last year. You and your son were looking at a house in Providence. Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. All right. Do they need someone to help them find something? I know there's not a lot of houses right now. Oh, they have a broker? Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's cool. If anything changes, just have them reach out. But I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. All right. Thank you, Marie. All right. Bye-bye. That's a good example of not following up on time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this into a person so I can still continue to send them emails and things like that, but I'm not going to focus on, keeping them in my B pipeline because this is just no point. They have a broker, they're happy, and let them be. Hey, is this Denny? Hey, Denny, how you doing? This is Chris Lynch from the Alpine Group. This from the Alpine Group. I don't know if you remember when we spoke last year. Last time we spoke, you said you were interested in looking into buying a house, but you asked me to follow up in about 9 months or so. Yeah, how's everything? Oh, no, no need to apologize. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Yeah, I just wanted to follow up. I said I would check in with you in like a year and see how you're doing, and I just wanted to touch base. I know, everything's super expensive.
Yeah, everything is just everything is just like out there. But no, you can check up on me again later on.
Yeah. What's a good time? Should I call you in like 3 months or so? 2 or 3 months?
end of the year.
End of the year? Okay, I can do that. And
Alright.
what I'll do too is I'll send you my contact info so you have it again. So if anything
Okay.
changes, just give me a call. But I'll check
I
in
will.
at the end of the year anyway. But if you need me
Yeah.
before then, just give me a shout.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Denny.
Yeah. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. Okay, so again, follow up. They had no idea who I was. You just got to remind them and then just stay on top of them. So this is why lead follow up and having these pipelines built out is so important, because without that, that lead would have went away, and eventually when it became time to buy, they're going to go use somebody else. So that's what you want to avoid. So I'm going to send them that reminder text right now, just in case anything changes, give me a buzz. And then I'm going to create a follow-up task so I know exactly when to give this lead a call. And just so you know, all I'm writing for the follow-up text is like, hey, nice talking with you. Here's my number. Reach out if you need anything in the meantime. Really, really simple. Okay, so you got to see some calls. Didn't get as many done as I thought I would today, but if you do like these kind of videos where I make phone calls, I dial in, let me know. I'll start recording more of them. I know sometimes there's a little bit of dead air, so what I might do is just kind of fast forward through those just so you can hear the call segments, and just kind of feel out what it's like to get on the phone, do prospecting, and maybe give you some better ideas of what to say on the phone and what people do, and then also some of the things that I'm doing with the pipeline to stay in touch with these people, because one battle is just making the calls, but once you make those calls, you want to have a follow-up system in place, because if you don't have that, you're pretty much wasting your time. That's one of the biggest things I wish I knew as a new agent, was not to waste my time calling leads if I didn't have a follow-up system in place to be able to get those leads converted and stay on top of them and nurture those leads. So nurturing the lead is probably like 75% of it, and 25% is actually just making the call. So it's kind of like the gym, right? So if you go to the gym, you know that 75% of getting in shape is what happens in the kitchen, and then 25% of it is what happens at the gym. So just like this is the same thing in real estate. Whatever you're doing on the phone is like going to the gym, and then the 75% is like your diet. So the lead nurturing is like your diet. And if you don't get your diet right, then you're never going to have the physique and the health that you want. And if you don't get your lead nurturing right, you're never going to have the pipeline and the consistent income that you want. So hopefully these videos nail that in, drive that home. And if you want to see how I set up my pipeline, click down below. There's a link to the CRM pipeline system from lead to sold, I named it. And what it is basically a 20-minute training that takes you through screenshots and screen shares of how I have this entire system set up, so you can set up your system that same way. So we are wrapping up for the day. Got some things done, picked up our signs, had a productive coaching call with a new agent that's thinking about getting started. We also did some management work for the team, trying to really get things going as far as our deal flow and things like that. And we ended up making some more phone calls. Didn't get any major appointments set today, but I did end up booking a listing and getting the photography all set up for that listing appointment. And one of the agents on my team actually just secured another listing. So she's going to be putting that in the market. So all in all, we have, it looks like 6 new listings coming up. And we have 53 buyers that are out in the market looking. So we're just kind of rolling through, trying to get things going, and we're trying to kind of win in this new real estate market with high rates and low inventory. So we are wrapping it up for the day. And if you like this kind of video, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. And subscribe for more real estate content that we come out with on a weekly basis. And drop it in the comment section below. What things do you want me to share, and what kind of things do you want to see on the channel going forward? Thanks so much for tuning in.